It's the Brick Wall on PATV. Tonight, we have stand-up comedy from Chris Cuff, Kristen Tinsley, Michelle A. McDonald, and Eli Velasquez. Then we'll really stick the landing with a song from a new musical. But first, here's your host, Peter Coleman. Stop it! Thank you guys so much. I am Peter Coleman, and I am back as your beloved host of the Brick Wall. My reception of my return was really great, really huge, fantastic reception. We actually have some footage. Let's roll that clip. See? Super supportive, super positive. I might host this show for another 4 years. Who knows? Let's see, what do we get in the news lately? You guys may have heard that plans for the Harriet Tubman $20 bill have been pushed back for what I'm sure are very legitimate reasons. A lot of people are pretty pissed off about that. To be honest, I'm a little relieved. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little relieved. Because it doesn't matter how many lines of white powder I snort off Andrew Jackson's face, I'm never gonna feel guilty about it. Yeah, all right. Let's get down to business. Obligatory call to action to follow up on social media at PATV Brick Wall. Slip into our DMs, show us some love, and be sure to follow PATV Long Island on Facebook so you can watch us anytime we go live. And if you want to come down here and clown around with us, hell, all you got to do is email patvbrickwall@gmail.com and we can make that happen. Now, that's right, click right there, bam. I am really excited tonight because later on we have a very special musical performance from Leah Tambora. Yeah, that's right. She will be singing a selection from the soon-to-be hit musical, Hypatia and the Heathens. You won't want to miss it. We also have some fantastic comedy here from 4 local comics, and we are going to start that right now. Please, everybody give a warm welcome to Chris Cuff.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Sometimes people are expecting a dude because my name is Chris Cuff, right? Expecting like a pretty good-looking Irish dude to get a short little Italian chick. But Chris is not just short for Christian or Christopher. It's also short for crystal meth addict. Thank you, yeah. I actually am an addict. Don't judge me because I look healthy, okay? I'm sober a while, and I got sober at 19 years old. In order for that to happen, a lot of shit has to go wrong between 0 and 19. So I thought I'd tell you guys about one of those nights. So I'm just going to put on my strap on and whip out my bongos. Just.
I like where this is going.
Strap on bongos. Okay. This is the story about the time I got grounded from my dorm room over the phone while on mushrooms. It's 1999. And I'm an active drug addict and alcoholic. Just got out of my job at the daycare center. Turns out campus daycare has low standards. Get back to my dorm room and my friend says, "Pork! Charlie's got shrooms." It's gonna be a good night. Charlie's got shrooms. Let me back up a little bit here. My best friend was Beef, it's what's for dinner, and I was Pork, the other white meat. So Beef and Pork go down to Charlie's room, and we get the mushrooms, and we eat them without any thought or planning at all. And we proceed to have an awesome evening, walking around campus, smoking weed, playing these very bongos. I've had these bongos for over 20 years. You'd think I know how to play them by now, but I don't. I found them recently in my basement, and they reminded me of this story, and here we are. Get back to my dorm room, and there's a message blinking on my phone. This is 1999, ladies and gentlemen, and there's a message from my dad, and he says he's worried about me. Beef says, Chris, it is better. Your dad thinks you are dead in a ditch right now, then you call him. Do not call him back. That didn't sound right to me. So I called him, I think. Conversation went something like this. Why didn't you stop home? I don't know. What were you doing? I don't know. What is wrong with you? I look around for clues. Dad, I'm in my dorm room and it's 10:10 p.m. and that's all I know. My mother gets on the phone. Christina, what is the matter with you? She doesn't really talk like that, but it's my flashback, so fuck you. Anyway, so after a few back and forths, my parents are coming to pick me up at college because something's wrong with Chrissy. So I go downstairs, I smoke a cigarette, and now I'm crying and therefore see-through because my skin is falling off and everyone can see everything bad I've ever done in my life, and I'm not quite sure when my life got like this. And I'm talking to someone and she says, oh my God, Chris, you're on mushrooms. Maybe you didn't even talk to your dad. Then I hear, Christina! My dad rolls up in his Accord, and this is where our stories differ a little bit. I got in the car. We agree on that. He says we drove home. What really happened is he turned into the devil, grew horns, the bushes enveloped the car whole, and we descended into hell. When we re-emerged on the Northern State Parkway, I asked him if he still loved me. It had been quite a harrowing experience. We pulled up to the house that I grew up in, and I walked in, and I told my mother she had a lovely home. What's the cat's name? Where's the bathroom? Should I flush? Things went downhill quick, thus started one more journey to the asylum for Chris. Now, there are a few takeaways from this story. Number one, don't do drugs. That's not going over well with this crew. Okay, number two, it's fine. Number two, if you do drugs, just write that you're on drugs on your hand. It'll be really helpful when you fucking forget. Thanks, guys. All right. That's. I do have one more little poem I wrote. It's pretty quick. Are you guys okay? Yeah. So I'm gonna do the poem. It's about true love, and it's called True Love. True love. I love my husband. We have so much in common. We both love dogs. We're both in recovery, which means I no longer suck dick for coke. I do it for free now, which seems like a step backwards, but not everything's a business model, right, Chris? Okay. We both find me incredibly annoying. I have OCD and things gotta be a certain way, but I came off all my meds so that we could maybe have kids. We've been thinking about ruining our lives by having children, that's the thought. But have you seen the size of my husband's head? He's not here tonight, but it's like, and I'm like, and I am just a little concerned about the extraction. Anyway, back to the poem. True love. Did I fucking forget the rest of the poem? Hang on. It's good. It's good ending. Hang on. What is the rest of that fucking poem? Do you remember? Oh, thank you. Okay, I got it. It's like the best part ever. Okay, so I didn't know we were playing the game of life, and that there was a prize at the end. And the prize was my hand in marriage. And that in order to win that prize, you'd need to help me see something in myself that I never thought was possible. Bring something out of me that I didn't know I had. I was 35 years old when I discovered that I can squirt. So I married the motherfucker. True love. Thank you, guys.
Hot damn! Yes. Chris Cuff, give it up one more time. I'm gonna hand you that.
Okay.
And let's wrap. Chris,
Sure.
tell me. That's freaking hysterical. I'm just gonna put this out here right now. Mike and Camille are lovely people, but I would be scared shitless to have to talk to them while I was tripping balls.
It was very scary.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's
my parents. They were
that's
scary.
terrific. That is a terrific story.
Yeah, it really happened. The whole fucking thing.
I 100% believe it.
Yeah.
I think a little bit of that happened to all of us.
Yeah, a little bit happened to all of us, doesn't it? Yeah.
Chris, what's going on in your life? What do you got coming up?
I got a show on Saturday night that I'm producing at Governor's. It's called The Fat Version, and I'm going to be in a couple of skits
It's the fat version of what?
of comedy.
Of comedy. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the theme?
What's the theme?
Okay. Tell us. Go on. What kind of skits?
So
What do you
I'm
got
doing
coming
some skits in between for sponsors of the show, and it's going to be really cool. Oh, and we have this these shows that are coming up. We're doing Vagicilly shows, Vagicilly, and it's all female lineup. And we just did one recently, and we're doing another one October 19th. It's going to be called Vagia Spooky at Governor's Little Room. Yeah,
Do you decorate it with spiders?
we're gonna not spiders.
Well, I don't know. What's Vagia Spooky?
It's just we're gonna dress
Whatever.
sexy and
Sounds
shit.
terrifying. Are you,
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be like scantily dressed women doing comedy.
well,
Yeah.
I think we're all sold.
Yeah. Vagia Spooky, October 19th, Little Room, Governor's. Thank you.
Spectacular. Thank you so much, Chris. One more time. All right, folks. Keep that nice, warm applause going for our next comic. Give it up for Kristen Tinsley. Woo! Damn. How's that?
Yes, thank you for giving me options in size. No one's ever done that to me before. Never done that before. What size would you like?
Extends.
Yeah. The only time that ever happens to me is when I'm in McDonald's. They're like, what size fry do you want? As if that should be a question. I could barely fit in my car, and you're asking me what size French fry I want. Speaking of McDonald's, I just got hired by McDonald's for my first modeling gig. As you could see, I happen to be very easy on the eyes. Yes. And they said to me, they called me up, they said, Kristen, we would like for you to come and be our supersize model. Because apparently people don't pay attention to calorie counts on the menu. But we want to have pictures of what you'll look like if you eat certain meals. So I'm going to be the plus size model. Because the very talented and beautiful comedian before me, I as well have an addiction that I am here to share with you. I have a food addiction. It's not funny. It's definitely not funny. And I have a drug story to go along with that. So back in 1998, when life was simple and life was fun, my very fat friend, Maurice, gave me $1 and said, go to the store and get me a chocolate Dutch Master. Simple enough. So I go into the store, and, the guy behind the counter is just smiling at me and looking at me. And, I didn't want to ask him, because teenagers, they don't actually talk to people, So I came back with a king-size Snickers bar. Wasn't the thing that he was looking for, but, it was close. So that was the first time I ever smoked weed. And I ended up hooking up with one of my friends. And he lived in Hicksville, I lived in Levittown, and I ended up in New Jersey. So take away from that, don't do drugs. Anyway, So yeah, I have great friends around me. My friends have been very supportive. It has not been, yes, thank you. It has not been easy to struggle with a food addiction. It is not. But, you know, you overcome it. You know, I went in for weight loss surgery in December, and they cut out 80% of my fucking stomach. My stomach is only the size of an egg, and that sucks. I know that somewhere out there, my former stomach, I feel, is still around, is still haunting me. Sometimes when I'm lying there at night, I think I could hear it flopping down the street. Flop, flop. Feed me, I'm hungry. I think it's still out there somewhere. But that's neither here nor there. Because my life as a fat person is slowly coming to an end, which means that I will no longer have to test out chairs when I sit in them. You know those white lawn chairs that everybody used at the barbecue because they're too cheap to buy something sturdy? I wrote to Rubbermaid and I said, listen, you need to put a weight limit on the bottom of it so I don't have a chair here, but just imagine the white plastic chair. You know, you're kind of sitting down, you've got yourself a plate of food, everyone else has got a plate of food, I've got a plate of food, a platter of food, right? And I'm gonna sit down, you know, my friend's talking to me like, girl, shut up, I'm trying to hear if the shit's gonna break. Jeez. You gotta sit down real slow, but you don't put your whole weight on it. So I have really strong muscles. Like if you were to feel my legs, they're really, really strong from having to hold myself hovering over chairs and toilets for the past 38 years. It's insane. Insane. You master the art of being fat. Master it, I'm telling you. I have tried on every single control top panty. Ask me which is the one that's the best. Ask me!
Which one's the best?
Shapermint. Oh. I've been waiting 38 years for the best control top panty. Yes. But in all seriousness, the worst thing about being fat is the dating part. The dating part. It sucks. It sucks. But I found a new way to try to find myself a man while watching Netflix. Did you know that you could find a boyfriend in the toilet? Did you know that you could find a boyfriend in the toilet? I watched a show about people in jail, so I've been trying to do things to get myself arrested so that I could go to jail and get that D on the D block, because that's what it's all about. It's all about that D. It does not matter where you are. You could have beat the crap out of your girlfriend. You could have murdered your parents. You're in jail for life. You want that D while you're on the D block. I want some dick. I'm sitting there watching these girls that are talking. Could you imagine? You know, you get on they could hear each other through the toilet. They talk into the toilet. Hey, baby, what's going on? Nothing, boo. How are you? No, I'm good. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Babe, is that you? No, that wasn't me. That was my roommate. Could you imagine? I didn't want to take a shit in front of my boyfriend in real life, and I gotta take a shit in front of you while we're in jail, homie. All about that D on the D block, man. I tell you. Some of these girls are like, yeah, my boyfriend Tavon said he's gonna go down on me when he gets out of jail. Yeah, Tavon murdered his last girlfriend, so he's never getting out of jail. He's in there for life. He's gone death row, girl. I don't know what you're talking about, but she's all excited about it. She'll be waiting for it. She's gonna be 90 years old on her deathbed. All of a sudden, grandma's gonna be on her deathbed like, oh yes, oh my God, oh yes, they must have just executed Tavon. He finally kept up with his promise. It's all about that D. We'll wait a lifetime for that dick. You know who else is waiting a lifetime for that dick? You guys see the documentary on Prime? Lorena Bobbitt? Who remembers Lorena Bobbitt?
I do. Yeah.
You remember it back in the day. Remember it. What did we hear?
He got his dick cut off.
He got his dick cut off by his wife.
Scissors. Thrown out the window.
And thrown out the window. No. She didn't just throw it out the window, okay? She didn't just, oh my God, there's a dick in my hand. Ah! No, that bitch, right over the top of the car, that shit bounced off the roof and landed in the grass. And she admitted it. She admitted it. She stood there with the cops. I mean, I'm much taller than her, but Lorena Bobbitt, she's like, yes, I cut off my husband's penis. Yes, I did it. I'm guilty. Why would you admit to something? Don't admit to it. Any married women here?
Yes.
You're married. Or soon to be?
Yes.
If your husband starts acting up and you want to go there, don't use a knife. I could tell you what you could use. let those toenails grow out. You gotta let those toenails grow out. You got to have an alibi. Let those toenails grow out. Walk around the house, take a shit. Oh, you want to talk shit to me? You don't want to give me money. You don't want to carry up the groceries. You don't want to do the laundry. You don't want to clean up after yourself. You want to do all kinds of crazy shit? No problem. No problem. Let those toenails grow out. No, honey, don't worry about it. You don't have to rub my feet. I'm good. I'm good, boo-boo. I'm good. And then when the time is right, snuggle up next to him and whoops. Whoops. Sorry, officer. I meant to get a pedicure. It's just that he's very high maintenance, and I didn't have time. And then just stand there tapping your big toe like the Velociraptor in Jurassic Park. Be like, oh my God, that poor woman. She didn't have time to get a pedicure. But then the worst thing was that in the 90s, you were not allowed to say the word penis over the cop radio. So you had like 50 officers driving around looking for a man's dignity. I'm gonna suck your dignity until you, let's not get that dirty. Dignity! And when you're a man, you don't want to touch another man's dignity. So when the cops rolled up to try to find it, the cop that found it the next day for CSI, he had to take a picture of where he found it. So the little tiny X that they used to mark the spot where the thing was like over there, and this was the cop. He didn't want to get near it because that was, it's a little. But the one thing I wanted to know, the one thing I really wanted to know while watching this documentary, I didn't care what she did. I just wanted to know, when he bent down to pick up the dignity, was it still warm? Oh, gross, right? All right, that's all I have for you guys tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you. Are you scared of me now?
A little bit.
Oh.
Kristen Tinsley. Wow.
Thank
Okay,
you.
that's terrifying. That's some really scary stuff. Thank you. Thank you. I love you, baby.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, she is. So anyway, like those cops had never been in a freaking locker room before. Oh yeah, you gotta hold that.
Oh, sorry.
I've never seen a penis.
They've seen plenty of penises.
Right?
They just,
Part of the initiation.
It was the
process,
90s. You were allowed to do that. Of course it was.
Were they really not allowed to say penis?
They were
over
not
the
allowed
radio?
to say penis over
The
the radio.
FCC
No.
had their mitts. in
Absolutely.
police radios.
Yep. We're looking for a man's dignity, and they're like, can we just do it like this one time so everybody knows what to do? And they're like, nope.
Man,
No.
that's the bomb dignity right there. Okay. So, Kristen, you're going to be taking part in this whole shindig going on Saturday as well.
Yes, I am the producer along with the other fabulous comedian Chris Cuff
That's
for that show.
spectacular. Woo!
Yeah, for the fat version, yes. So.
How did you guys hook up at first?
In a hallway, we just said we should do a ladies show together. And we were like, yeah, we should do it. And then it was just like, cool, high five. And then Tins Cuff Productions was born.
Tins Cuff. And like a lot of people say, we're going to do things. Oh my God, we should get drinks sometime. But you guys
No. We're on the same
made it happen.
vibe.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
we're on the same vibe.
That's
Yeah,
terrific.
thank God.
This is not your first time here on the brick wall.
No, I'm back.
You are back.
I've been waiting,
Is this your
like-
second time? Third time?
Second time.
Second time.
Second time, yeah.
And since you were on the first time, you've started coming here a little more regularly.
Yeah, I learned how to operate all this fine equipment in here.
That's right.
Women take charge. Thank you so much, Mike, for teaching me that. Yeah, I learned everything about, the sound and the microphones and the lights and how to operate the cameras and all that cool stuff. So, yeah.
Man, that's spectacular. Just imagine that, folks at home. You could come up to Brickwall PATV, be on our show, and then you learn how to run this whole show. What an
Yeah.
operation!
Showrunner.
What an operation!
That's right.
That's terrific. Living proof. Do you have any other spectacular things we should know about in the works?
Yes, I will be producing a show out of here, hopefully when I get some more experience, called The Fresh Sleeve, and it's going to be directed towards holistic, natural nutrition for people who have had bariatric surgery.
That's a very specific show, but I feel like there's a market there.
Right, there's definitely a market for it, yes.
Awesome.
So, and for regular people too, like, if, regular people need to eat too, so, but
I've always said this.
yeah. You need to- Are you hungry now? I don't have any food.
No.
Are you hungry now? But I could pull some food addiction stuff out and feed you if you'd like, but no.
I just had two. All right, I'm not gonna lie. I had 3 slices of pizza before. This.
Whoa, my God. Wow, maybe you need some help. I used to be able to eat the whole pie, not anymore, so.
One day I'm coming for you, 8
One day,
slices.
my God.
All right. Kristen, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank
It's
you.
been an
Thank you for
absolute
having
pleasure.
me.
It's my pleasure. Give it up one more time for Kristen Tinsley. Coming up next, an 11th hour addition to our show. Please, everybody give a warm welcome to Michelle A. McDonald. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
My pleasure. Is that, yeah?
Perfect.
All right.
Hey guys.
Hey.
So thanks for having me. Once upon a time, I was Miss New York America because there's nothing that screams insecurity more than being a grown-ass woman competing on stage in a bathing suit for a shiny crown, right? But what am I doing here now? Oh, I'm doing comedy. But why do any of us comics get up here on stage begging for the approval of strangers? For me, the reason was simple. My parents didn't love me. Okay, that's not true. They loved me, but I was their third favorite, and I only have one sibling. And no matter what I did, nothing was as good as my brother. We're Irish twins, which of course means our parents were drunk. Okay, actually what it means is we're born like a year apart, clearly because our parents were drunk. But in reality, we were twins like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito. He's tall, gorgeous, charming, and at times, I'm awkwardly entertaining. Or at least I find comfort in telling people that. For the first 10 years of my life, I thought my name was, "Shut up! Your brother is talking." He was perfect. I was usually in the way. And that is why I'm here. Okay, actually, no. In reality, we're both very lucky. Our parents tried really hard to be the cool parents of the neighborhood. They legit converted our garage into a video game arcade. It was great.
Cool.
All the neighborhood kids loved it. They were constantly there playing. They dubbed it the Fun House. And sure, our house was fun for them. For me, it was an Orwellian nightmare, with my parents playing the part of Big Brother. But if Big Brother was there, my parents would have liked him better than me as well. There's nothing worse than being in your teens and having parents that know your every move. There was this one time I snuck off and got drunk on St. Patrick's Day. I couldn't even lie about who I was with because all of my plausible alibis were in our garage all day. I suppose my rebellious behavior was just me trying to get my parents' attention, but the only attention I would receive would be a disappointed look, and then I'd overhear one of them telling the other, I can't wait until she has children. Well, the joke's on them. I'm in my mid-30s, no kids, and satisfied single. Thank you. Seriously, thank you. I don't know why, but everyone, friends, family, society, they seem to hate the fact that I'm single, childless, and happy. They do their best to make me feel as though I'm trapped in high school, the prom is coming, and I don't have a date. It's absolutely absurd. And my friends are worse than my family. Now, take my married bestie, for instance. She's got so much money. Now, it legit took 3 years for her and her husband to get to the altar. You understand, prenups, lawyers, all that jazz. Well, we're in New York, and this super creepy homeless guy comes up to the car, and he licks the window on the Rover. Ugh. It was so gross. This guy looked like he brushed his teeth with butter, and I mean, I get it. She had like no other option but to buy a new car. It's the only logical thing. Like, you do it, I do it. What I didn't understand, or what I should say is what I have a problem with, is she got such a sweet deal on her new ride because she told her car salesman her bestie is a former Miss New York, and she gave him my phone number. When I attempted to protest with her, she tried to reason with me. Honey, do you really want to be old and alone? And I replied back, oh, I'm pretty sure I won't be alone. You'll be right there with me. Why would you say a thing like that? I do Pilates with your husband's girlfriend. That bitch is flexible. And flexibility is fun. Plus, to be completely honest, the older I get, the less tolerance I have for everyone. So, alone actually sounds pretty good to me. I mean, I like me so much that when I masturbate, I think about me. I mean, who doesn't, right? I mean, I do date occasionally, sometimes with mixed results. A few weeks back, I was out with the car salesman, and we're sitting there at dinner. He looks deep into my eyes, grabs my hands, and asked, do you ever shut the fuck up? Now for me, I was all in and entirely sold on life with the car salesman, and so happy he could be here tonight. Thank you for having me.
I didn't think she'd show up for a second date. Yeah. Give it up for Michelle McDonald. Woo! Hey, you hold on to that. So we met about 5 minutes before this show started.
If that long.
If that long, it feels like forever. Tell me about yourself. Tell us about yourself.
Okay, I'm the managing director of a lifestyle blog, and I'm a managing director of a lifestyle blog. I'm an actress, comedian, writer, and I co-host a radio show on Govs Radio.
Yeah, on what radio?
Govs Radio.
What? Oh, is for governors?
Yep.
Cool. What's the radio show?
I co-host the Dan Romano Show.
What is the Dan Romano Show?
It is wickedly wild.
Sorry. Is that? Am I a piece of crap for not knowing the Dan Romano Show?
No, not at all. Well,
I don't. I'm not. I don't live on Long Island actually.
Where do you live?
I live in Brooklyn.
oh wow, and you make the slip out.
Well, it's worth it to see all you lovely Long Island people. I'm from Long Island.
Oh, that's
So I don't get the Dan Romano Show. I don't. I also only recently acquired a car thanks to my future mother-in-law. So I didn't even have a radio. So tell me about the radio show. What do you guys do?
Okay, it's a wickedly wild radio show where we have an assortment of guests that come from all walks of life. We have everyone from comedians, actors, writers, business makers. We have lots of strippers and other girls of that caliber.
So like the brick wall.
Maybe the Triple X version.
Oh. Well, okay.
Right? Like.
But what's the point of having strippers on a radio show if the listeners can't even tell that they're actually stripping?
Howard Stern did it.
Well, I think it's a little bit different.
Yeah, all right, fair enough.
Imagination, like, oh, look at those tits.
Well, yeah, I think it's more of trying to talk to the girls and seeing where they are and what inspired them, why they made that choice, and
What's life like behind the pole?
exactly, or what led them to the pool, or what's going to be life after the pool.
Right.
Oh my God.
It's a lot of things to talk about. That sounds like a lot of fun.
It is very silly.
How did you wind up here in our studio today? Because honestly, most people who try to find the studio can't find their way here. It's very confusing. How did you make it here?
Well, after I was driving around a bit lost, I did what any person would do, and I stored the security car with the flashing lights, and I requested an escort.
Call back to the radio show.
No, those girls are here tonight. That's why I'm here.
Thank you very much. Give it up for Michelle A. McDonald. It's been a pleasure. I'll take that. Last but not least, for the stand-up roster, Please give a very, very warm welcome. I'm going to raise this up because he's taller. All right, there we go. Give it up for Eli Velasquez.
Thank you, thank you. By the way, to help you out in your situation, two things. One, wear a cup. And two, just clip her shit while she's sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna let her grow her shit out like that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's fucking 2019. After like an inch and a half, you gotta question that shit. Like, girl, come on. Fuck, you got a Ginsu down there? Anyways, everybody's doing good? How's everybody doing? Woo! That's what's up, that's what's up, that's what's up. Well, you know, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. You know, do a little stupid things in life. I'm sure as we all do, you know. One of the things I've done, anybody ever drunk text?
Yes.
Cool, that's what's up, that's what's up. I one-upped that, I drunk voicemailed. Yeah, and it was very awkward because obviously I was drunk, so I didn't remember. You know, and I was at my work doing my duties, as I do. And all of a sudden I get a random text from my ex-girlfriend. You know, she's half Italian, half Brazilian, a little exotic, and very angry. Yeah, so I open up my phone and I read the text, and she was like, "How you just gonna leave a voicemail the other day, being all disrespectful?" I totally lost. I was like, "What are you talking about?" So she sends me a clip of the voicemail, and all of a sudden I hit play, and all I hear is, "Girl, you look pretty, let me suck on your titty. Girl, you look pretty, let me suck on your titty." And I'm an honest man, you know, I don't lie, I'm straight up. And I was like, that wasn't me. You know, I'm a gentleman. Plus I got a better voice than what I heard. And then she sent me the first half of the clip. And she was like, "Check this one out." So I hit play, and all I heard was, "Hey, Abigail, it's Eli." "Girl, you look pretty, let me suck on your titty." I was like, "Look, man, I was drunk, I'm sorry. Can't put that on me. It was the J-Mo. You know, hit me right where it hurts." And she was like, "Well, it don't matter. That's disrespectful. You shouldn't do that. And I don't understand. It don't make sense. I have A cups." And I was like, "It's all right. I like Italian ices." You know, I don't understand. Look, I'm an ass man, but I didn't get upset while she was upset. Because I was like, you know, just be grateful that somebody likes that, you know. You got to take what you can get in life. It's the truth. I wasn't trying to throw a jab. I was just speaking from the heart. It just so happens her heart didn't understand, and it was under an Italian icy. 34 years old, a little bit of old school, you know. This whole old school thing. Anybody ever, like when they're making love, or you listen to music? That's the era I'm on.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It makes the mood, you know what I mean? Things happen, you know what I'm saying? You start the rapping, you can make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but, you know, I'm almost 100% sure that the night my son was conceived, I was listening to DMX. And yeah, and I'm pretty sure the song was "Stop Being Greedy." And apparently I was a little too greedy. Yeah, you know. So we're still living on with that. And with the whole old school thing, I didn't understand things in life. Like, I just got Instagram back in 2016. You know, hashtag was a whole new thing. Wasn't familiar because I was off the rotary phones. You know what I mean? So I read it totally different. And around the time when I got Instagram, the Me Too movement was going. So as I'm going through some profiles, I just read it as pound me too. You know what I mean? And I'm going off because I'm like, wow, she's bad. Like. And I'm looking at my boy, I'm like, yo, there are a bunch of freaks on here. This is way better than Facebook. Like. You know what I mean? And nobody's responded to my DMs. You know? Yeah, but you live and you learn, but I'm old school. That's how you got to do it. You know what I mean? But right now I'm a little scared in my life. You know, like I said, I'm 34 years old. I have a son, and he's about to go to college. I'm broke as hell. Yeah, I'm a single father. I don't know what I'm doing. Last time I was this scared, I was in Afghanistan on a mountain, and I woke up to a camel spider on my chest. You guys know what a camel spider is?
No.
All right, for those who don't know, it's pretty much the same thing that Godzilla fought. He's got a part in the new movie. You know, it's a hideous thing. It's a hideous thing. I knew nothing about it. I woke up one morning. Look, I'm from the streets. Went in the Marine Corps. I'm a grunt. I'm hardcore. I woke up and I saw like 37 eyeballs. Yeah. So 2 things happened. One, it winked at me. And the second, I shit myself. It's neither here nor there. But it let me learn a lot about myself, and I realized that I didn't need Ancestry.com to let me know I had a little bit of bitch in my DNA. You know, but it is what it is. And because of that, my son, he's special. And I don't mean on the spectrum. He was born on 9/11, 2001. Same day, yeah. So it's safe to say I saw 2 tragedies that day. It happens. You know, but he's going to college, and I don't know what to do, but we're going to figure it out. Because, you know, I'm a father. I'm a single father. I got to give him a better future than what I had. So I'm going to leave you off with a couple quotes, you know, very motivational. You know, anytime you're feeling down, you can just pick one of these up. If not, just leave it right there. You know, first quote, it's an oldie but a goodie, is if the world can see it the way I did, it'll be a better place. Stevie Wonder. We're going there. We're going there. Second one, certain things in life you just got to be hands-on. Joe Biden. Yeah, like I told you, we was going there. And last but not least, it's one of my favorites, near and dear to the heart. All it takes is one shot. Monica Lewinsky. Guys, my name is Eli Velasquez. You guys been great. Really appreciate it.
Give it up for Eli. Nice.
Thank you, thank you.
Damn fucking camel spiders. That's the scariest fucking thing. And honestly, to me, that's scarier than 2-inch toenails.
Yeah, definitely is. Because their legs is about 5 inches.
And it's a good thing they sent you boys out with brown camo pants.
Yes, there you go. Because they don't know.
That's
they
right.
don't know.
No one will know when you
Yeah.
shit yourself.
For real. And it was awful because, you know, they told me, you know, about the guns, bad guys, and all that. Nothing about that.
Not a word.
Not a word.
About
Not
the
a word.
local fauna.
Yeah. It was
Shit.
good intro.
Well, thank you for your service.
Appreciate it.
And I hope you did you kill it afterwards, or you just?
No, I definitely didn't. He got away. I think it was the smell of the shit that scared him.
Self-defense.
It's a good thing. Nah, man. Look, if you watch Animal Planet, which I do on a daily, you know, a lot of these animals got strange, you know, defense tactics. And certain animals, that's one of them. So we're part of the same breed. Cut from the same cloth, baby. Nah.
Some bears go, woo! Others
Yeah.
go.
There you go.
Nice.
But it's all from the core. Nah.
What's your son's name?
He's after me, except I changed it up. His middle name is Junior, but it's Eli Junior Velasquez.
And do you know where he's going to school?
He actually wants to go into the cultivation, into the marijuana business.
Well, an entrepreneur.
Yes.
Give it up.
Yes.
Businessman.
Yes, he's a smart man.
Very nice.
Made a good move.
Is he going to be waiting around here and doing that locally, or moving somewhere where it's already established?
No, he's actually looked into a college in California.
It's already got college programs?
Yes, because
That-
it's
for that
a college
specific,
for that
like, horticulture?
specific. Because you could take colleges out here, but I think it's I don't know, what's the farming term? Cultivation, you know, right?
Yeah, horticulture,
But
something like that.
college is under the cultivation of exactly under the marijuana perspective.
Right. That's terrific. We don't, where they don't have to refer to it as water pipes.
Yes.
Right. No, it's a motherfucking bong.
A bizong. One hitter quitter.
That is, well, that's terrific. You must be very proud.
I am, because now I got a good weed connect.
Exactly!
Hey, coming on up! Dude.
That's terrific, because
You gonna love that shit.
I'm gonna need one. I need a new weed connection, because mine's been grounded by his mom.
Oh shit, man. Man, he should have aced that test, bro.
Right?
I'm telling you. It's all right, I got you. We'll exchange.
Thank you. Excellent. What do you got coming up? What do you got up for us?
As you guys heard with previous comics that were up here on the Fat Version show, I'm actually the host.
Are you really?
Yeah. Thank you to the ladies of the producers, the ladies over there, Chris Cuff and Kristen Tinsley. I am the host of that show, the host with the most.
How did you get that gig?
Cause I'm fat with a PH, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Cause without me, there wouldn't be no water levels. pH water level.
Oh, I see what you did there.
See, look, I'm too good. I'm too good.
Shit.
Everybody was quiet because y'all were thinking.
Man, that joke was so.
You was here? You got it? Okay, at least somebody got it. We're here.
That joke was so acidic it dropped like a bass.
You know what I'm saying?
Went to a science class.
There you go. I like that. Calm down, Breaking Bad.
What up, bitch?
Walter White, bitch. No.
What else you got going on?
I got another show in the Clown through Gateway on the 21st. I also have another show in Greenwich Comedy Club on August 10th. There's a bunch of other things coming. I got another show in the near future in Jersey. Pretty much, you know, like these good ladies over here, anybody who gives me an opportunity, I'm willing to take my hand in it and just put out my material, you know, just try to make people laugh. It's the best therapy for anybody. We all dealing with some hard stuff, so why not make some people laugh?
I hear that.
Yes.
Take anything I can get. And that is why I am here tonight.
You already knew.
This is exactly right. It's been a hell of a lot of fun.
Yes.
Give it up
Been
for
a
Eli
pleasure.
Velasquez one more time. Do we have a break? We got a break. All right. So we got one more act coming up. But first, we're going to play this thing, and you're going to watch it, and then you're going to finish watching that, and then you're going to watch something else here. So enjoy this thing.
Woo!
The torso, even more so, Lydia, oh Lydia, have you met Lydia?
There you go. That's a take. So I'm not quite sure how to get the costume in there. That's why I'm going to take a look at all my scripts. I have every one of them in here. Every script we ever wrote. It's like 100. Oh, we could do duel. But we don't have the swords.
Why do we rely on props?
We don't have a whip.
If I knew.
You can make a Party City run.
I see a lot on the board. What are we actually going to do? There could be editing. So as long as we have a shot of them alone in the dark, you can do whatever you want with it later.
You need a priest costume? You need a book? I have a black shirt. Put a white collar in there. He's got to learn lines. He's got to learn lines.
Doctor, you have spent a lifetime of study, countless hours bent over a telescope. Are we alone?
No. So we could do those. And everyone here should be in it. You should be in it.
Do you need flowers? Then come on down to Walter's Flowers. We have all kinds of flowers for all flower occasions. We have sunflowers, rose flowers, tulip flowers, sunflowers, lily flowers, and Walter flowers. That's me. Walter Flowers of Walter's Flowers.
And then you chit chat, no dialogue, just shake hands, thanks for coming, blah, 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 blah. So, no reaction from you this time. Straight back to the two shot after he says fine.
Well, that's all the time we have for the short answer.
Sounds good.
I'm nervous. Don't be. You look fine. Hello and welcome back to The Short Answer. I'm your host, Dean Phillips. I'm joined by Wyoming Senator William Goodwin, eminent statesman, diplomat, and politician of no fixed opinions. Vice Chair of the Senate Intelligence Committee, former representative for the 8th District of Wyoming, and ex-mayor of Chugwater. How are you this evening, Senator?
Fine.
Well, that's all the time we have for The Short Answer. Tune in next time when we'll be joined by the sitting Secretary of State as we ask if his chair is comfortable. Good night. I really feel like we made a difference.
Take a look at it, because that was probably one of the best first takes we've ever seen. We heard so much for this role. Yeah, it was like perfect. Perfect. Come on, Drew.
My whole life I was waiting for this role.
No, you nailed it. What a take, let me tell you.
Well, it's getting a little late. I think it's got to be, about midnight? So I'll see you later.
But I need your help. The British are coming.
Look, I support our troops. Have fun with that.
Is she still recording?
I love that I'm wearing the exact same shirt in that video as I am right now. I swear, it's not that I have only 3 shirts. We actually filmed that earlier today. Or, no, we filmed this earlier today, and then I went and got a haircut. I don't know. Time-space continuum, who cares? Anyway, welcome back. I am very pleased to present to you Ms. Leah Tambora performing one of my personal favorite selections from the musical Hypatia and the Heathens. Enjoy!
Ineffable divine. When I reach my home at night and lay my feet to rest, no lover gives the comfort of a scroll upon my breast. There's nothing as fulfilling as the times when I insert the quill into the inkwell and feel a little spurt of inspiration springing forth to write upon the page. My soul is all afire with the knowledge of the age. I lie awake and my soul starts burning. I think of it and I feel such a yearning. The fires of my heart start churning. For nothing turns me on like learning. Scrolls, unroll them. Scrolls, behold them. Scrolls, unroll them. Scrolls, don't fold them. Scrolls, unroll them. Scrolls, scrolls, behold them. Scrolls, unroll them. Scrolls, scrolls, behold them. Scrolls, unroll them. Scrolls, scrolls, unfold them. Scrolls, unroll them. Scrolls. The thrill I find behind these walls is hard to calculate. When I'm alone and finally find the time to master weights and measures, weights and measures, so much pleasure, weights and measures, so much pleasure, weights. I want to have it all. I want to have a look at every single book and cranny in this library. I want to save it for posterity, so future generations may eventually create a world that's better for humanity. I love to roam through stacks of tomes. I love my scrolls, they fill my whole world. Nothing gets me going quite like studying effects. The greatest climax I could ever find is an exact wow. Sometimes I stay up all night, can't help myself. For when I gaze upon my scrolls, I have to touch my shelf. And when I walk through the library, they stretch as far as the eye can see. Scrolls, scrolls, scrolls without end, containing what we need, containing what we need, containing what we need to. I'm a philosopher in the streets, but a freak in the sheets of papyrus paper. A sack!
Leah freaking Tambora, everybody!
Lucky man, you.
Thank you so much. Excellent, excellent work.
Thank you.
Tell me, how did you hear about this production?
Well, this morning I said to my fiance, hey, I think I'll take a ride with you to work tonight and sit in the back and work on my computer. And that's how I found this place.
It's
This
me.
is my fiance.
She was like, I'm just gonna hang out. And I'm like, no, you're not just gonna hang out. You're gonna dance, monkey! We've been trying to get her to do something for this musical on the show for a while. I'm so glad it finally happened. Yay, spectacular. Tell us all a little bit about this outstanding freaking musical that you have written with Harry Einhorn and with the musical accompaniment from Balint Varga.
Well, Hypatia and the Heathens is a musical tragicomedy. It's an interactive tragicomic feminist musical. And it is about the burning of the Library of Alexandria. I know, so
Super
funny.
fun.
And its last librarian, a woman named Hypatia, who was a philosopher, an astronomer, and scientist, and very hot for knowledge.
That's true.
Yeah.
That about sums it up. And you've already done 2 runs of this show.
Yes, we did 2 runs at Caveat, which is a venue on the Lower East Side. It's a speakeasy for intelligent nightlife. Come here, go home smarter and drunker.
Yes.
Yes.
Which I think is something most of us should strive for in life.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, we don't drink anymore, in which case you just go home smarter. That's fine.
That's right.
They have a lovely soda selection.
With your dignity.
Or all of your dignity.
Your husband's
that you won't have to search
Someone's
for on the
dignity.
ground. Oh, thank you very much. Man, it all comes full circle. And you guys are doing it again soon, right?
Yes, we're doing it. We're doing it actually on the 14th at the Access Theater. I just found out in Lower Manhattan. And
everybody's coming
yes,
to the city.
And we're doing it in July again at Caveat.
Nice. I expect you will all be there because seriously, no, you guys, you're gonna want to see it. It's so much fun. You go in. Are they doing the toga thing again?
Well, I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
But possibly.
There's a chance that you will just be given a toga when you get in, and then you're a part of a toga party.
Yeah, we have special toga
They
dressers.
come in, they dance with you, they play games with you. It's a lot of fun.
And they're not just sheets, they're like blinged out.
No,
togas.
like legit togas, honestly.
Yeah. You can follow us on, Hypatia Musical at Instagram, on Instagram, at Hypatia Musical.
We got there.
Hypatia Musical.
She kills it at the social medias.
So proud.
I am. Thank you so much for coming on this show.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, you come to me. Okay. Okay.
That wasn't awkward at all.
No.
I promise we're very much in love. Thank you so much for coming on the show, and also for loving me and agreeing to spend the rest of your life with me. It was really nice.
It
and
says that on the teleprompter.
It is. I wrote that as a note to myself.
I know.
Shut up. Thank you to everybody else. Why don't you guys all come on?
Yay.
Eli and Chris and Kristen and Michelle. Let's all take a big group bow, although I'm not going to get this close to all of you.
Oh, yes, the Bogos.
Yeah, there it is. Everybody. Remember to follow at PATV Brickwall on social media and email us at patvrickwall@gmail.com. And I'm reading on the teleprompter right now, but it's not scrolling up, so I have no idea what the hell happens. For a chance to be on the show. That's, of course, I should have known that's how it was going to end. Of course I was going to end. I'm Peter Coleman, and I'll see you next time, America. If there is a next time. Woo! Let's all take a bow. Great job. And